Easy, people. Let's get straight to the point. First thing you need to do is go to the looper, make sure it's on resample, and then set your bar length and solo the pieces that you want. I'm doing the drums, so I'm going to solo through this tune. So that's there. Set up into record. I'm recording the kick here. As soon as that's recorded, make sure it's in play mode, and then I'm going to create a channel where I'm going to be using as a placeholder for all the pieces that I'm creating. So I'll go to export clip in the looper and then press export clip, and that's in there. That's one. So methodically, I'm going to go through these. So I'm doing the snare, hi-hat. I think that's it. As much as I've done on this tune. Same thing again. Hi-hat, bass, and the chop thing that I did. Then I've got all that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all the rest of the stuff. Remember, do not do project save on this, or you'll be saving over the thing. So I'm deleting everything that I'm not using. I'm keeping that piano thing for later. You'll see. I'm going to keep that just to show you. So now I've got that, and I go to purge to get rid of absolutely everything I don't want, because I've got all the stuff that I'm going to be using for the arranger. So that's there, that's cool. And then I'm going to go to sample edit, and I'm going to name all the parts. So snare. And hi-hat. Bass. Yeah, that's how I can check by going to chop. I can play the cue. I've got all the pieces nearly. The piano chops. And yeah, so I've named them all. Then I'm going to create a drum program, and this is what we're going to use for our arranger. So I've got a drum program. I'm going to delete the placeholder because I don't need it anymore, and I'm going to fill the drum program with all those samples I made in Looper. So a quick way of doing it is put the first one down and then just copy the first one, and then you can just slide up and down. Sometimes it can save you, but it can save you a lot of bother just copying them. So I'll pretend I can't remember how many I did. So 10 doesn't really matter. So got the kick, got the next one. If I don't want it to play, press select, and that just select it. It'll silent select it, and I'm going through them, choosing them in the order that I want them. So it's kick, hi-hat, bass, and they're already set in one shot, so I only have to hit them once and they play. So I've got them all. Yeah, so those are my pieces. Yeah, because I want to make sure these play all together in time. I'll set up a clip. I've done 72 bars. To tell the truth, I've learned something. You probably want to extend further than what you want the tune to be, so that you can move about with the locator, because the locator only seems to go to a certain space, a certain amount of wideness, I've noticed. So to make sure everything is hitting on time, I'm making the resolution, the quantization low, and I'm also going to enable the arpeggiator and put it to no repeat, and put it to no repeat and full on the velocity. And that means whenever I get to a quarter of a bar or anywhere near that, it'll automatically quantize to that, and we're ready to go. Here we go. So that's first. So the 4 bar length is what I've done for my tune. So when it gets to the fourth, near the 4th bar, I'll hit that and it'll quantize to the next. You can do it to 2 bars, 6 bars, whatever. I'm just doing it to 4 to make it simple. There, because I've got quantize, I know that arpeggiator note repeat will note repeat in quarter bars. So I know if I press that, as long as I press it at the top of the bar, it's always going to be right. So like if I'd have done 16s, I could have probably done 16s with this, but I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. So. The advice to this, wow, I need to clean that side. It's a bit dirty there. My advice to this is to always do this when you've got all the pieces you want for the tune and separate. I don't know what's built on that right hand side. Now the greatest thing about this is it's just one track, so I can have my whole arrangement on one track and I can have loads of versions because this is just one version, as I said, one clip. So what I've decided to do here is make my life a little easier by copying this kick here, and it's arbitrary where I put it. I put it there because it's out of the way, and I'm going to colour these because why not? Yeah, right, so I'm going to colour that one, and they all go off, and let me think. Oh, yeah, but you know what, forget it. I'm just going to colour each one, so that's going to be a colour, the kick's going to be a colour, the snare's going to be another colour, blah, blah, blah. And the reason why I do that is if this was further, all of this is good practice. If I had a load and I could have 128 pads, if I set them to certain things, then it's a good little kind of mind memory to say, oh yeah, that colour's all percussion and that colour's kicks or whatever. So I'm just going to go through these. I've done a bit of quick editing, so like you get the gist. Pianos. So that's my kick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get other notes to play with that kick. So I'm getting the snare to play with kick because it's on A2. A3's that. What I could do is I could silent select it to see if I didn't know what note it was. And then it would come up, it would go to that note. So now on each one of them red note, it's going to play that. But I don't want them to play over each other. So I'm going to select them all and put them into a mute group. If you don't know anything about the drum program, check out Tube Digger. He does a great one on like the Akai drum program thing. So now only one of them can play at the time. So I could do multiple versions of this. And then I've set my locator to where I want to continue with this track. So I'm going to bring it in now. So I came in a bit too early on that. And I'm just scrolling down so that you can see where it is when I hit it. So as you can see it there, I've started on 31 and this is a whole tune. Well, 31, 29. Now this is a whole tune. So I'm scrolling so you can see it all. And there we go, and that's the arranger. This has been really quick. If you check out the Let's Make Something Dancey part 2 and part 3, I go a bit more into detail, but hopefully that's been clear. So now I'm just playing bits, but what I could have done is I could have recorded them notes and then again resampled, I could have resampled them in the looper and then added them to this. And now I've got an arrangement, and this is version 1 arrangement, so I could have another one if I wanted vocals on it or anything for backing. Additionally, on the Let's Make Something Dancey Part 3, I talk about how you can do that live. But there you go. It's really quick. You can edit it. You can do a lot with it. It's a fantastic way of getting an arranger. And this is an arranger on the Akai Force without the need for the update. So whenever the update comes, great. If it doesn't, this is how you can do it. Keep it live from Leeds with the groove and somewhere else, yeah, whatever. But you get the gist. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.